Welcome everyone to another video here for SyllaFX. So in this video we're doing a market recap of the VIP entry zones that I sent out to the members last night. So before we jump right into it here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get updates once the videos are posted. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here. This is for the April the 18th. The zones were sent out last night before the London session and New York session here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first entry zone that I sent out for the euro dollar pair. So at the time price was below the 4-hour major support level here. So we're basically looking for price by the time London session came around for price to come in and actually react to the 4-hour major, show us the confirmations for rejection. As long as we got those rejections, we were looking for a sell position. I believe we're aiming for a 15 pips stop loss and aiming to take about 30 pips on that one here. So let's take a look, see what actually happened in real time. Just a reminder, the yellow background is the London session, and the blue background is the New York session here. So by the time we actually got to the London session, price had pretty much made its way to that zone, broke above it, and started making its way up. So at that point, we were no longer looking for a valid sell position because price did not actually reject the 4-hour major during the London session at all. So we didn't take a trade on the euro dollar pair on that one. So moving on to the dollar yen. So on this one here, at the time of the trade, price was below the 4-hour major support resistance level up here, and I had set up a 1-hour key zone to take a look for a buy position. So we're hoping for price to make its way back down, show us rejection, and take a buy position with a stop loss of 25 pips, aiming for 60 pips on this one here. So in real time, what actually happened, now this is one that would have been a valid trade, but it looks like it would actually ended up being a break-even position on this one. So let's take a look, see what happened. So London session came up, price was still above the 1-hour major. Price comes all the way down into that zone, taps into it. We do get a nice little rejection wick here, and then price starts to move up above out of that zone again. So this would have been a valid buy position that I would have taken on this one. Stop loss again was at 25 pips. In the entry, it was actually kind of a little bit higher here. So that would have made about 25 pips on the stop loss, but as you can see, we never actually made it to get tapped out on that one, and price did come back into profit for some time during the New York session. Now, typically when I'm trading like this, I will be out of trades by 2 p.m. Eastern time. So 2 o'clock was right around, let's see, that's 1:30, right around here is the actual 2 o'clock mark here. So once I would have gotten out of the trade, this would have been pretty much a break-even position on this one. Not really much into profit to consider it a win, so just a break-even trade on this one here. Even though we were in for some time, we were in the loss here, but we never got topped out for the 25 pips. So break-even position. So let's go ahead and jump over to the next pair. The Aussie dollar. So this one was kind of an iffy position, to be honest, on that one, because if you look at the chart, price was at the 4-hour support and resistance, but as you can tell, it was just choppy. It was pretty much consolidating in that zone, breaking through it, back above, through it, and back above again. So this is, and I even explained it to the group, like, it's not a very clear zone. So if you're looking to trade this, this needs to actually happen exactly as it needs to here. So what I was hoping for is for price to break back below the 4-hour major, come back and retest it here, get the confirmation wicks, and take a sell position. Stop loss of 20 pips, aiming for about 40 pips on this trade here. But what happened in real time is price kept making its way up. So we never actually did get price to come back down below the zone. So this is when I actually took the screenshot, and it just kept making its way up. A lot of movement during the Asian session before London, so we never actually got the setup that we were hoping for on this one, so we didn't have a trade. And the last currency pair, the pound dollar. So let's take a look at that one here. Now this one, price was below the 4-hour major resistance level here, and by the time we got to London, I was hoping for it to get up back to that zone and actually give us the rejections that we were hoping for and take a sell position. What was I aiming for on that one? Let's see. Stop loss was at 25 pips, aiming for 60 pips on that one here. So I didn't actually, it looks like it didn't capture it in the screenshot here, but I did write it out as 25 and take profit 60. So if we're looking at the live chart, what actually happened is, again, before the London session, price made its way back up to the zone and actually broke above it and started making its way up more and more on that one here. So we never actually got the setup we were looking for during London. Didn't get it to come back and retest, reject, or anything to take a sell position. So what I am going to do, because I am noticing quite a bit of movement before the London session actually happens, I'm going to wait a little bit closer to the London session to send out the zones for this evening and see if we can get a little bit more accuracy on that one here. But outside of the 4 entry zones, there was only really one valid trade, but that ended up being a break even. But as a trader, you know, you win some and you lose some. But luckily, we didn't lose anything, even though we didn't win anything today. But just a break even, a single trade. But that's all right for today. We'll take a look at the new entry zones for this evening for London and New York session coming up for tomorrow, Wednesday. If you guys are interested in joining the group, you can always go to SyllaFX.com. The course is available there if you're interested in learning the basics of Forex, the psychology, the risk management, as well as the strategies that I use on a daily basis for my trades. And then, of course, the VIP entry zones group, the ones we just did a recap for, is available for $49 a month. You get daily entry zones on that. That does include the SyllaFX course as well, if you're interested in that. And then, of course, the new Sylla Monster EA. This is a subscription to this live stream for those trades here, where you can trade along with the EA. This is not to purchase the actual EA. This is to have access to his streams and watch his trades and actually trade along with it to gain some capital in your account from that here. But outside of that, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Thanks for watching the recap. If you guys are like the content, definitely like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in another one.